And in the first rally of the match, you saw a lot of that variety on the backhand from Sabatini. You had the topspin backhand, which she can go cross-court, but she also loves to hit that, drive that down the line.
Who do you feel will be more apt to come to the net today, Pam?
I think both will venture to the net at times.
So.
The strengths of Sabatini, well, first and foremost, you got to mention Amelia Island. She's won it 3 times here, beat Groff every time. She has good net agility. She really scrambles well up there, and our topspin backhand, as we mentioned, that can really make her feel like she is dictating play. Her weaknesses, hasn't won a final, and that serve, and she's having trouble getting the first serve in right in this opening game. Sanchez Vicario, great footwork, good movement, changes direction well, two-handed backhand, and she always thinks she can win. Her second serve, Sabatini may be able to attack that, and her forehand can go off, but there aren't many weaknesses in this game.
15-30. Sabatini too slow to come to the net. And Sanchez Vicario makes her pay 2 break points opening game.
And perhaps Sabatini chose the wrong side of the court to go to the net. Sanchez Vicario loves to hit that backhand, and I would test the forehand way before I'd test the backhand. Yesterday, Sabatini served that wide serve to Lindsay Davenport several times, and Lindsay was having a great time with it. Hit winners all over the place, but that's going to be a good serve for Gabby throughout this match against Arantxa.
Lindsay's got a lot more reach than Arantxa. She's about a foot taller. She can feel those better. Got her. 4 minutes into the match, and already a break of serve. Sanchez Vicario takes the opening game.
Well, it's unusual that a player likes to hit the backhand from the center of the court, or even from the forehand side of the court. Sabatini's in trouble here. Now look how far into the forehand side of the court Sanchez Vicario is when she plays this drop shot, but she also loves to drive the backhand from way into the forehand corner.
Well, it seems right off the bat it seems that Sabatini is going to be trying to loop that ball, take the air out of the ball, and this one drew an error.
Well, again, but look how far she moves into the forehand side. I mean, this is a forehand she should be hitting, but she loves that backhand, but she misses that one. No one else goes that far into the forehand side to hit a backhand.
Steffi Groff goes into the backhand side to hit forehands. That shot was wide, but Sanchez Vicario played it anyway because she knew she had the open court.
Well, it's always a funny one when a ball floats up and you think, as we look at the backhand again from the forehand side of the court, but she gets on the offense in this point with this big forehand cross court. And you're saying to yourself, do I let it bounce? Do I hit it? But when you have the open court, don't take any chances. Go ahead and just place it there.
punched into the open court again. Sanchez Vicario seems to me to be probing the foot speed of Sabatini, and it's been slow so far. Of course, the match has just begun.
And we talked about the variety of this lady's backhand, but Sanchez has shown great variety already with a two-hander, and in that last rally, several slices, one-handed slices. Well, that's what Sanchez Vicario is all about, her scrambling ability. She makes her opponents hit 1, 2, 3 extra shots. She's near the flowers and the crowd on that one. And do you think she's going to get to this one? Just barely gets to it, skims over. Then Gabby remains pretty calm here. It's very easy when you know you should have already won the point to gag one.
Yep. She smelled the flowers on both ends of the court in that rally. Her nearly won the point.
Well, it gives you an idea of what kind of point Sabatini has to play to win the points against Sanchez Vicario. And can she do this? Long one, she has to hit 3 or 4 great shots. But can she do that over 2 sets and win 2 sets today?
Have mercy. It's a lot of work for 1 point.
Well, Carlos Kiermaier, her coach, said that fitness is going to be a key part to this match, and I can see why he said so. There's Carlos.
Over the last 5 years, Sabatini has really only worked with 3 people. For only a couple of months, she worked with Guillermo Vilas last year. Basically, she had Angel Jimenez, and then Kiermaier for a couple of years, Dennis Ralston in between, and now back to Kiermaier.
Gabby took a real gamble and tried to hit an outright winner off the second serve. That's a good gamble to take. It keeps her feeling aggressive.
With Sabatini's excessive spins, especially topspin, she can find the short part of the court better than a lot of people. And she pulled Sanchez Vicario wide on that one. Now a break point for Sabatini to even things at 1. Talk about the Sabatini slump. Sanchez Vicario has, I hate calling it a slump because she keeps getting to the final weekends of so many tournaments, but it's been a while that she's won one.
And she's still 2 in the world, which means she's getting through to a lot of finals, semifinals, and an occasional quarterfinal.
A very durable and consistent player, Sanchez Vicario. little bit lazy, Sabatini, with that lob. Didn't really get behind it and didn't put enough on it with the lob.
Well, once again, a net cord will change the complexion of the rally. Fortunately for Sanchez Vicario, it took a very high hop off the net, and this is where Sabatini got caught pretty much in no woman's land and had to hit the half volley lob.
Or are we being politically correct today? Oh, that was nice. I came out of nowhere. A little extra heat. Broke open the point.
But that's a weapon that Sabatini's used during the week, and this is how she can punish Sanchez Vicario at times today. She's going to get very sick if she just retrieves and waits for Sanchez Vicario to make the error. So she uses the big forehand to win that point. Well, it's already only the second game of the match. Sabatini just went to her towel for the first time. They're covering a lot of court on every single point.
Nice way to win a game.
It certainly is. Sanchez Vicario, one time match point down at Wimbledon, played a drop shot when she won it against Rafaela Reggi on center court. It was a little bit like this one. Took a lot of guts. Look at that. Be perfect. I think she likes it. Fights off 3 break points.
Oh!
Sanchez Vicario yesterday in her semifinal match had 28 winners, 13 off the backhand. She was just too solid for Martina, and she was also very successful coming in net yesterday. She won 15 of 22 for 68%, and she just won that last point from the net. Later today, she plays the doubles final with Larissa Savchenko of Nyland, so she likes the net.
That one goes wide, 15. You know, they both have more variety than they tend to show. Sanchez Vicario, as you say, she's got a terrific smash. She's good around the net. She's comfortable defending the net. Of course, she's made most of her millions on the baseline. And Gabriela Sabatini, when she played her best tennis, she was at the net an awful lot, forcing the issue, not having all these complicated baseline rallies. And that seems to be the tenor of this match so far. And that said, I really feel she will lose this way. She's going again, and we've seen her do that quite a bit already in the first couple of games of this match when she goes for the very high, loopy shot. She used to do that to Pam, and then very quickly moved into the net and cut off the next shot with a volley. And I can see that working today, but she seems to be hitting that shot and not coming in behind it.
Oh!
Carlos Kiermaier and Stormin Norman Selleck, Vice President of Events. Ray Bell, a good friend of Sabatini and Kiermaier.
And the first double fault from the Sabatini racket brings up 2 more break points. She's already down a break early in this first set.
Oh! All Arantxa so far in the final of the Bausch & Lomb. 3-love.
Sanchez Vicario leads 3 games to love.
Back at the Bausch & Lomb yesterday, some very poignant moments on Stadium Court. The fans saluting Martina Navratilova in her final appearance on Amelia Island. She had just finished losing the semifinal to Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. She was given the key to the city of Jacksonville. The fans, there were very, very lovely moments out here on Stadium Court. She was also given a terrific mountain bike. The seat was a little high for her, but she tried to pop a wheelie anyway. Martina Navratilova playing clay again in final season on tour. Nice to have her back. I love watching her play on clay. Even watching Martina lose on clay is a lot more fun than watching most people win on this stuff.
And Martina said after the match yesterday that she was going to use that mountain bike to get in even better shape for the French Open, because she felt fitness in that second set yesterday when she had a 3-1 lead and lost 5 straight was the key factor.
Again, Pam, do you tell me, am I seeing a different match from you? I just think that she's not alert to the ball. You know, she's getting there late.
Well, I think she's wondering what she has to do to win points. I mean, we saw 2 great points that she won in the second game of the match on the Sanchez Vicario serve. She still wasn't able to win the game. And Sanchez is the one that's dictating play, as we see with that little drop shot. She's sort of toying with her right now.
Yep, 30-love.
There, she took some chances. She hit the ball a little firmer. Sanchez Vicario's not going to miss. So there's no way Sabatini can just sit back and just hit her topspin shots and be comfortable. She's got to be hitting big forehands from the backhand side of the court, as we see there. Now we're going to see another big forehand back cross court, which forces the error from Sanchez Vicario. Gabby has got to gamble today. But again, it seems like Sanchez Vicario is sensing this little more aggression. There's a look at the beach. Earlier in the week, I was running sprints on that beach. I'm still sore, Mary.
Yeah, I haven't exactly made my way down to do any sprints down there, but
well, I haven't gone back.
I wouldn't go to that beach to do any running, let me tell you. 30-all, back live.
And in gambling, of course, you're going to make some errors, but that shouldn't mean she should back off from forcing the issue.
Oh! Four straight games. Sanchez Vicario having a good time of it out here on Stadium Court. The MetLife blimp travels over 60,000 miles a year to cover sporting events and TV specials across the U.S. Today, Snoopy One has teamed up with ESPN to bring you a bird's eye view of the Bausch & Lomb Championships. Bad news for the Sabatini serve, broken twice already. Those are rotten numbers.
looks a bit lost. Gabby can't figure out what to do at this point in time to get herself into the match. The last point of the last game, she hit an approach shot without her usual slice. She tried a topspin. That to me means she's confused.
Sanchez Vicario doesn't really ever get confused, does she? She can get outplayed, but she pretty much sticks to her guns. Oh!
More like it. She hasn't been to net enough today so far. She got passed early and has sort of shied away from it, but that time her big forehand made her have to come to net. Sven Grunefeld, Arantxa's coach and hitting partner of the past year.
She's had so many coaches over the years. Over the last 5 years, she's had 6 different coaches. 2 in a row at the net.
Carlos Quirmao says the key to Sabatini's serve is the height of the toss. And not only the height of the toss, but also whether or not it's just in front and a little bit to the right. When it gets too far behind her is when there's no power. Now again, she lets that backhand volley drop a little too low for my comfort, but she still made the winner.
This is the first game she's actually asserted herself. Something like that, and Gabriela Sabatini is on the board, but she's still down 4-1.
Sanchez Vicario leads 4 games to 1.
The Sleeping Beauty has awoken. Gabriela Sabatini, looking a little drowsy the first 4 games of the match. Took it to Sanchez Vicario in that last game and got herself on the scoreboard. Some great men's tennis coming up. Coverage starts Thursday, April 21st of the Volvo Monte Carlo Open. It's another Super 9 event on ESPN. 4 days of coverage. Becker will be there. So will Edberg, Stiek, Ivanisevic, Agassi, Korda. Those are pretty good numbers. Interesting how effective Sanchez Vicario has been on second serve, Pam. 100%, 6 second serve points. She's still winning. That goes wide.
15-0.
Most of the week when Sabatini has missed that forehand and she's opened up too early, she pushes it wide. It's something she might want to try and improve before the French Open.
Boy, she played that one close.
Oh, they did call it wide.
They did call it. I thought it was wide, too. Fans don't know it yet.
Well, that's when a close call and you can't hear the linesman call. I think the fans probably do deserve a confirmation of the call from the chair umpire.
Oh!
Instead of just calling the score, maybe say out, 30 love.
Hold it up.
An easy hold for Sanchez Vicario. Now 1-5. I think we should mention, Pam, it looked like Sabatini, when she missed that volley, had an awful lot of court to work to. But this woman, Sanchez Vicario, makes, she runs so quickly, she makes you feel like you've got to do more with the ball, that you've got to volley very, very close to the line, so keep it away from her.
12 unforced errors, 7 on the forehand. But let's hope that she doesn't now shy away from coming to the net. She should have won that point. I'm sure she knows it. It's not a reason to now stay back. She's going to have a hard time just forcing Sanchez Vicario into errors from when they're both at the back. That ball had just enough side spin off the slice. You could see as it was coming up that line, it did curve just wide, but the crowd, many here are Sabatini fans, and they want that ball to land in. Sabatini works the sidelines well in this point. This is the forehand that gets her from being on the defensive to being on the offensive. Sanchez Vicario's known for having a good lob. That one didn't quite go deep enough. You can see Sabatini was just on the service line.
From love 30 down.
Sanchez Vicario's already hit 5 or 6 drop shots already in this match. This one's too high over the net. And Sabatini does a little touch play back. I think it's a play Gabby might think about, hitting some drop shots, especially off her backhand side, which has that beautiful slice. She might want to take Sanchez Vicario off her favorite spot, that baseline.
And set point for Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
Whenever somebody's in a really good rhythm, as Sanchez Vicario clearly is now, you've got to think of ways to get them out of that rhythm, even if it doesn't work a little bit. I mean, if you're going to make some errors, fine, but you're trying to put off your opponent. Invest in the second set.
Back to deuce, gave that backhand a ride.
I was going to say, of course, if Sabatini comes back and wins this set, I'll look a bit silly for saying that. But here's the big topspin. Look at her drive that racket face through the ball. Here's another one. And that's the one she follows the net and goes up the line. terrible shot selection, and that's why she screamed at herself then. That ball was a foot or two over her head.
Yeah, how is she going to topspin that? How is she going to bring that down?
She needed a ladder.
Ah.
And she's not even that short, but she needed to slice that.
I think she knows it. Second set points.
See, that's the trouble when you have so many different things in your game.
Exactly. She's got way too much variety.
I don't have that problem.
Oh! Although I used to think to myself a lot, boy, wouldn't that topspin backhand come in handy right around now? Second serve. That is out. This set is over in only 35 minutes. Sabatini only holding serve once. Back on the Amelia Island plantation, everyone has needed sunglasses all week long. Ideal conditions for watching tennis, for playing tennis, golf, going to the beach. And this has been a day at the beach for Arantxa Sanchez Vicario so far. Every now and then, glimpses of aggression from Sabatini, but not enough to change the course of that first set. Sold out here on Stadium Court. Mary Carrillo along with Pam Schreiber. Pam, any reason to think the second set's going to be different from the first?
Well, Sabatini's such a great competitor, and you can bet that she, on the changeover, is trying to think of ways that she can get into this match. You could see her munching on probably some of those carbohydrate pills, try and give herself a little energy boost. She did that earlier in the week in the match with Amanda Kutzer. Asked the trainer to bring her some fuel. This one looks pretty determined.
Yeah, I want to know what she's eating. she always looks kind of perky out there.
Well, she didn't get off the court last night till about 7:30 from her doubles semifinal win.
Ball!
She thrives on matches. She plays 3 events at the Grand Slams and oftentimes in all 3 in the last weekend.
Sabatini got the call.
Well, I think Arantxa might request a mark check. But she's not going to get it. Sylvia Watts ruling with the iron hand.
I actually thought it was a pretty good shot. I thought she curled this one cross court for a winner. Sabatini out of position, could not defend it, couldn't volley that ball. But Sanchez Vicario doesn't make much of a fuss. 15-all. Sabatini to win that point, Pam. It's the point you were making earlier. There were a couple of times in the rally she could have come to the net. When she finally came in, she still had to hit a couple of volleys to win the point.
And on the overhead, she had some decisions to make, whether or not to let it bounce or hit it in the air, as she did, and did it well. Right play, but as you've seen Mary all week long, she doesn't attack that volley quickly enough. She waits. She knows she should be another 5 or 6 feet inside. It's like she's not confident. She doesn't believe she's doing the right play.
Yep, a little bit of indecision.
And you cannot afford to be indecisive against Sanchez Vicario.
Could be a Sabatini. It is a Sabatini, and it didn't go over well at all. Yesterday, she got off a brilliant shot, hitting it between her legs against Lindsay Davenport. But that one, again, she just didn't jump on the ball early enough and had no control of that shot.
Mary, did you ever hit one in your career?
Absolutely not, ma'am. But thank you for asking.
I tried. I had bruises on both sides of my leg. and said, no, I don't need to do that shot.
Sabatini calls it the Grand Willie. She named it after Guillermo Vilas, her childhood idol, who used to do it a lot. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario starting off the second set just like she played the first. Gabrielle is in trouble. Back at the Bausch & Championships, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario having her way. And so far, very easily defending her title here on Amelia Island. What a wonderful week it's been for everyone. Dan Gill, the Bausch & chairman of the board and CEO, must be so happy with the way things have gone here. Ideal weather, terrific women's tennis this week. And an awful lot of the Bausch & people from all over the country are here enjoying themselves.
Sabatini has been trying some different things in the last game. The last point, she tried some drop shots. This is forehand. She's going to follow it to net. And this time, a little more definite with the backhand volley. We've seen her miss a couple of easy ones. Carlos Kiermaier in the corner of the court will not be very pleased at this point.
We should mention that Kiermaier, for a couple of months last year, was actually coaching Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. One of the many coaches she's had.
Forehand a little more there. In the last couple of games, she seemed to be ignoring the forehand side of Sanchez Vicario, which is the side that makes more unforced errors, and this game is so important. She's up 40-love, but she didn't want to start dropping her serve, get down love 2. The match could slip away so quickly.
Yeah.
Very seldom misses an overhead. Very safe, very compact. It's hard to lob her in doubles, even though she's only 5'6". Gets back very well.
goes long. A game for Sabatini, 1-all.
And that unforced error off the backhand is unusual for Sanchez Vicario. In the first set, she made very few unforced errors. Won the first set 6-1. Unforced errors 14-4. Sabatini wants to pull that down in this set if she has any chance. 88% of the time, Sanchez Vicario has come to net. She's won the point. And 60% for Sabatini. Sanchez always chooses great approach shots to come to net on. Yesterday in her match with Martina, Sanchez Vicario came to net 22 times and won 15 of them. 2 or 3 years ago, you would have seen maybe half those numbers.
She really is a better player than the one who won the French Open at 17. She's done much more with her game. Some nice forcing play from Sabatini. No, I mean, she's pressing. She's trying to take charge of these points now. So hold on to your hats, everybody, as my idol Cliff Drysdale would say. And there are some pretty snappy hats here. That goes out.
And that's the 16th unforced error today off Sabatini's racket. Yesterday, all day long in her straight set win over Lindsay Davenport, she only had 18. The main reason, Mary, for that stat is today she has an opponent who can just cover so much more court and is making so few unforced errors herself, whereas yesterday, Lindsay Davenport, Sabatini's opponent, missed a lot of balls.
That was a bad miss from Sanchez Vicario. 2 chances now for Sabatini to take a lead in this match for the first time.
Well, I guess what she was trying to do there was to look for an opportunity to play one of those 3/4 court volleys. If she pushes Sanchez Vicario back deep enough with that topspin, she comes to net. Oh. Now, how will she threaten this second serve?
Second set. Looks like we've got a match here. 2-1.
Sabatini leads 2-1.
A lot of ice skating coming your way this Friday. The World Figure Skating Champions and World Men's and Women's Figure Skating Championships Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time from Chiba, Japan. 1 hour special hosted by Ty Babylonian and Randy Gardner with 15 Olympic, world, and international champions on ice. And then the World Men's and Women's Figure Skating Championships. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Vamos, Gabby. Let's go. And I guess she read that sign because she's playing a little bit more aggressively in set 2. With the break now. Sabatini serving at 2-1.
Besides her increased aggressive play, Sanchez Vicario already has 4 unforced errors in this set, which was her grand total for the first set.
There's another one. So few women have been able to win 70 matches in 1 year. Sanchez Vicario, in fact, one of only 7 women who win so much tennis. Martina's done it, Graf, Sellis, Chris Evert, Tracy Austin, who was here playing in EXO earlier today. Hanna Mamakova. That's it.
And Mary, these two players play more tournaments than anyone else inside the top 10. Sanchez Vicario has 17 on her 52-week computer ranking right now, and Sabatini has 18. Give you an idea, Graf has 15, Navratilova has 15, 14 for Jana Novotná, 12 for Mary Jo Fernandez, who's had a lot of injuries.
That's a terrific shot from Sanchez Vicario. On the D, she still looks like she's got plenty of time to get this one down the line.
Well, there's nothing Gabby did really wrong here. Maybe created a little too much of an angle. We know how much Sanchez Vicario loves to hit from off the side of the court, but it was the topspin that just dragged it. Look how much topspin she gets on the ball. Flick of the wrist, and it falls about 3 inches in. Whoa! So from 30 love, it's now 30 all, and she's trying to consolidate the break. Again, that topspin got it out of the comfort zone from Sanchez Vicario, and she tried a one-handed slice and weakly dumped it into the net. 6 unforced errors in the last 12 points. Remember, only 4 the entire first set. Whoa!
There's another one. Gives Sanchez Vicario the assist on the fact that Gabriela Sabatini now holds a 3-1 lead in this second set. Sabatini now to serve. Sanchez Vicario, I should say, to serve. Sabatini with the break. An ace. First of the day. They're playing for the difference between $32,000 and $80,000 today. Something to fight for.
Oh! Notice the rest after that runner-up position is all half. And the players want to see that runner-up position get to be half of the winner.
Well, she deserves to get past for that one, in my opinion, Pam. Sabatini did not come into the net quickly enough at all. Entirely too hesitant to really cover the net off of this shot. Again, normally she used to just really chase in there, and her first volley was made with ease. That one was a pickup volley, out of position to cover the pass.
You wonder if she were to see this match on video and see some of these things that we're talking about, she might change it.
I happen to know, in fact, that her coach, Carlos Skirlo, has asked to see the tapes from this week. A lot of the players do that.
Well, your coach
Smart.
can tell you 500 times, but when you see it for your own eyes and you realize that your coach isn't such an idiot, then you maybe start to change things. approach shot that makes your opponent a little bit uncomfortable and then really uncomfortable. And that one just had enough placement and enough pace. It really had Sanchez Vicario back on her heels.
30 all. Again, slow to come in.
Slow to come in, and she opens up the court with that cross-court approach shot. As we've mentioned a couple times, Sanchez Vicario loves to hit her passes from off the side of the court. Creates a beautiful angle. That looked a bit awkward. She ended up going in a funny direction. It's very easy to miss those shots.
Coming up on 1 hour. This match is far from being decided.
Most of her forehand errors go wide. We've seen that right shoulder come through too early and the left side open up most of the week. That's another thing that when you watch your own matches, you can see certain things like that.
So Sanchez Vicario holds after taking the first set. 3-2 now in the second. Our final day at the Bausch & Lomb Championships. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario and Gabriela Sabatini in the final. It was Lindsay Davenport who really punched a hole in this draw when she beat Conchita Martinez, the second seed. That was a terrific win for her. Martinez coming off a nice title just last week at Hilton Head.
Mary Jo Fernandez was the other top 8 seed that didn't make it through, and big thing about this draw is it's a 56 draw, so the top 8 seeds all have byes through to the round of 32. It makes it a little easier week for the top players.
Two forehand errors now. Love 30.
And it looked like that time after the point she did a little bit what Martina does a lot, where she sort of imitated what she meant to do.
Right, self-correcting.
Martina gives herself quite a coaching lesson every match out there. She misses a volley or does something wrong. Crowd can pick up a lot of pointers.
4 consecutive unforced errors from Sabatini.
Oh!
What looked like a nice fat lead about 5 or 10 minutes ago is slipping away.
That's about the third easy backhand volley that she's missed. Whether or not she's looking at Sanchez Vicario scramble, clearly she's lost confidence in the shot. Set it up beautifully. And now, triple break point. 3 of 5, Sanchez Vicario. That's a very good percent. Only 1 of 4 conversions on the break points for Sabatini.
easily. This match, this set, dead even now.
Sanchez Vicario uses her forehand angle shot right here. That lands about 5 feet up from the service line. That's kind of where you want to, when you serve a nice wide serve, that's where you want to hit the ball. Sven Grunefeld would be very pleased at this point that Arantxa's gotten the break back. It's now 3-all, and she now looks poised to close out. But you always see momentum changes on clay. You're never quite sure what's around the corner.
Another miss. Both pretty good on clay.
187 wins each. That's probably going to change.
I gotta think so. Unless this match never ends.
7 career titles and 11 for Sabatini. The backhand volley that we'd like to see from Sabatini's racket. But again, this young lady forced a couple extra shots from her opponent. This was the high bouncing overhead that Sabatini chose to let bounce, which was a smart play. Backhand volley into the open court. Right on the line. Second ace. Most times when Sanchez Vicario hits her aces, it's up that middle. She really strikes the tee well.
Yeah, she goes for a flat one, and we've said it before, for someone who's pretty small, she can get over 100 miles an hour on that first serve. Oh. That's another miss. And this match has really gone away. Sabatini seems not to have enough energy. The kind you really need if you have to play Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
It's 9 of the last 10 points.
Yep. And another ace. Emphatic command of this match now. 4-3, second set.
Sanchez Vicario leads 4 games to 3.
A very pretty view of the Amelia Island plantation. Amelia Island is a beautiful resort island just off the city of Jacksonville. We're up on the north of the state of Florida. And it could not be a better day for being up in the air or being down on earth watching tennis at the Amelia Island plantation. Major Indoor Lacrosse Championship on ESPN2. The Mill Championship is Saturday, the 16th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Live, the 2 finest lacrosse teams in the country will battle for the Major Indoor Lacrosse League Championship. Live on ESPN, on ESPN2.
And being from Baltimore,
I know, you're
I've
into that whole
seen
lacrosse thing.
A little lacrosse and a little baseball as well.
Oh, nice.
The Orioles are 3-1.
A shameless plug for Pam Shriver's team.
Sorry, it's just their best start in 7 or 8 years. I'm very excited.
I know you are.
Can't help myself. And Sabatini's taken a bathroom break here. They're allowed 5 minutes for this bathroom break, and a lines lady will accompany the player. Dan Gill, Bausch and Lomb, chairman of the board. He's the boss. He had a couple of his board members down here. It's a great opportunity to do some corporate entertaining and just have a great time. Play a little golf, little tennis. Ron Zarella, president and COO, the coup.
Ili Nastasi put on quite an exhibition out here on the stadium court earlier today with Virginia Wade, Tracy Austin, and John Lloyd.
Yeah, the nasty one. He partnered Tracy Austin, and Tracy handled it very well. Lots of times he can fluster people because he's quite a character.
Kind of pretty, huh?
I wonder if horses ever get tempted to go ride a wave.
You think?
Horse surfing. on ESPN. No.
Final moments of the break for Sabatini. The MetLife blimp with co-pilot Snoopy is providing all these aerial shot coverages of the Bausch & Lomb Championships today. Rather than searching the skies for the Red Baron, Snoopy is enjoying the tennis match at the Amelia Island Plantation. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario looked in trouble, down 1-3 in the second set. Things have changed. She's won the last couple of games and has, in fact, in the last 3-game winning streak from Arantxa, she's committed only one unforced error.
And the shirt change came when Sabatini had lost momentum. And lots of times players do get a bit suspicious when these shirt changes or bathroom breaks occur when the other player is on a sudden run. And certainly by losing 10 of the last 11 points.
You see, Pam, you're just so darn cynical. Me, I think she just had to go to the bathroom. But you're trying to say that this was all games.
Mary, you haven't been out there for the last 10 years. And also, I think I've done it once or twice.
Well, now we get to the crux of it. Sabatini trying to get herself back in the second set. A shirt change for Sabatini as well. In, but not quickly enough. She's in trouble.
Talking about trying to break up the rhythm of the play, which is something that Sabatini's been trying to do all day long. She comes to net here. Again, behind the service line. Now she comes inside the service line, but it's too late. Sanchez Vicario has too many options. Is she going to go up the line? Is she going to go cross court? No, I think I'm going to lob.
Love 15.
Oh! But Sabatini, I'm sure she did want to change her shirt and go to the bathroom, but if she was on the run herself, she probably would have held it a couple of games.
Ah, okay.
Sabatini is going to take every second of the 25 seconds. If she can grab a couple extra, she might. She's very winded right now. She's ready to go. Sanchez Vicario, one of the fittest players on the tour.
Now you're even. This is very suspicious, Pam Shriver's. Once again, more stall tactics.
No. Gabby's as good a sport as there is out there, to be honest.
I'm just giving you the business.
Oh.
You're right, though. She looks as though she needs every bit of recovery time allowable. A little lucky Sabatini was on that one, that shot sailed just long.
In Arantxa, you could hear her actually say something like "vamos" after she hit the shot. She thought she hit a winner. I mean, she's surprised when she misses. She's that confident, which is a big difference. A lot of us, we're surprised when we hit a good shot.
30-15. Got it.
Occasionally when someone attacks the Sabatini backhand, she chooses to hit a slice finesse shot. This time she does the topspin angle. Look at that drop in within an inch or two of the sideline. Off her back foot, gets that great topspin. Oh!
Sabatini draws things even at 4.
Again, look where she is after this approach shot where she hits her first volley. She gets away with it, but she does her split set a foot behind the service line. Especially when she gets to Wimbledon on the grass court, she's going to want to be closing so much better. That trademark up the line backhand. It's very hard for the opponent to read this because her racket head motion is so quick. It's so violent. You can't pick whether or not she's going cross court or up the line. That's slow motion, gang. Got a little over-ambitious with that one. Oh! Gabby was looking to run around a forehand, run around a backhand to hit a forehand, and oftentimes if you hit the second serve out wide, you can surprise your opponent, force the error. This is the biggest point of the match, Mary. It's 4-all, it's 30-all. If Sabatini can somehow figure out how to break the serve, she'll have the opportunity to serve for the second set. And just a few moments ago, she looked out of it.
Called out. Sylvia Watts confirms the call. Some tough shadows happening over in that end of the court. Happens here every year. Beautiful trees, not only surrounding this stadium court, but actually within the stands. Game point still for Sanchez Vicario.
Oh!
That's it. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, 1 game away now from the title. Pretty impressive list of past champions here. They always get a very fine field at the Bachelam. Sanchez Vicario trying to defend her title. Sabatini won it 3 times here. Steffi Graf played it a bunch of times. Martina Navratilova won this 3 times as well. Chris Evert, who's expecting her second kid later on this summer, she won this thing 3 times. Zina Garrison was a surprise winner over Evert in '85.
And I lost to Martina in that first year she won it in 1980. Oh! The quarterfinals, I think. Actually won a match on clay.
it.
Arantxa wants another photo op on that one. She scrambled her way and got in a position to win the point.
You know, when Sabatini missed her first serve of this game, she was genuinely angry, Pam. She's angry with herself. She knows that there are things that could have gone a lot better for her this match, and she just, it's her fault that she wasn't able to dictate better.
Ball!
And now another missed first serve. All.
Now that's the backhand where she has to reach up high because the topspin of Sabatini forces it, and this one's a little bit lower. Always looking to move forward when she's brought into the court.
That backhand rattled around her frame and went well out.
Ball.
Not there in time. Arantxa is now sitting on a match point.
Second.
Ball.
Still match point down, Sabatini. Pulls that one wide. Game, set, and match. So Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, 6-1, 6-4. Both these players are trying to snap out of a drought. Sanchez Vicario, who's gone nearly a year without taking a title, did a pretty good job of taking this one today. And when we come back, we'll talk to the winner. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario defends her title. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, 6-1, 6-4 in 1 hour and 27 minutes. Down at courtside, Pam Shriver is there with the champion. Pam?
Thanks, Mary. Arantxa, you hadn't won a title in almost a year. What does that mean today to have finally broke through and won another?
Well, I think that it's always a great feeling when you have gone in so many finals and you always lose, and finally, I can win. I think I'm very proud because I played a great match, and always winning here means a lot to me.
Now, everyone here saw your scrambling ability on the court, and can you tell us some of the secrets? Because I know a lot of people around here would like to improve their movement on the court.
Well, it's something that I want to keep for myself.
All right, fair enough. Look, the next big tournament for everyone is the French Open. What's your preparation between now and then?
I'm going home, and I'm going to play the tournament in Barcelona, and then I play in Hamburg, and then I will have 2 weeks to be ready, and then be ready for the French.
Well, congratulations on defending your title here, Arantxa. Good luck the rest of the year. Mary?
Thanks a lot, Pam. Congratulations to Sanchez Vicario. And we will be back with the award ceremony in just a few moments. So stay with us, everyone. Back at the Bausch & Lomb Championships. The award ceremony is just about to begin, so let's go down to the court and to tournament director Bob Arantxa.
Another exciting conclusion to the 1994 Bausch & Lomb Championships. We've had a wonderful week of tennis here at Amelia Island Plantation. Spectacular weather, great sportsmanship, and let's give a roaring applause for the the finalists and the runner-up here today. I'd like to call our runner-up today. Gabriella, can you come forward, please? Great match, Gabby. I'd like to introduce to you at this time Ron Zarella, who's the President and Chief Operating Officer of Bausch & Lomb. Ron?
Thank you, Bob. Gabriella, thanks for another great week of tennis. It was wonderful to see you here in the finals. You are a great favorite of the Bausch & Lomb Championships and of Bausch & Lomb and our guests here, and I'd like to present you this check for the runner-up for $32,000. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's nice to be here again in Amelia Island. I always play some great matches here, and the atmosphere is just great, very relaxed, and I really love it. And I think that the main reason why I play so many good matches today is because of you. I think that's what you want to see, right? The fight and never give up. And that's what I try to do this week. And I really enjoyed my matches. You gave me a lot of inspiration. Thank you. Well, I want to thank Amelia Island Plantation, Bausch & Lomb, and Capital Sports for making this great tournament. Really congratulations, because it's been a great tournament. And also to all the ball kids and everyone, the umpires, everyone. And also I want to thank my coach, Carlos, for supporting me. Thanks, Norm, my friend, his wife, and to a very special friend too, Tiffany. Thanks for coming this week here. It was very nice to be with you. Thanks once again for coming, and I will see you next year, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. It's always a pleasure to have you here at the Bausch & Lomb Championships, Gabby. I'd like to call forward now our 1994 women's singles champion, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. Arantxa, congratulations, dear. Wonderful match. Congratulations. Presenting the check again is Ron Zarella.
Arantxa, terrific tennis. Second year in a row. You're a great champion. We're very happy to have you win our tournament, and I'd like you to present this winner's check. I'd like to present this winner's check to you for $80,000. Congratulations.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to the sponsors, Capital Sports, Amelia Island Plantation, and Bausch & Lomb for making a great tournament. It's my 8th year here, and I win it for the 2nd time, so it's always great to come back here. I feel kind of like at home. You've been great to me. Even you, and I know you were with Martina yesterday and with Gabi today, but nothing happened. It's all right. I feel like you. And I also like to say I want to dedicate this victory to my father. He's been very sick this week, and I almost had to leave the tournament, but he told me to stay, so I wanted to dedicate this victory. So this is for my father. I'm very proud. And also, I'd like to say thanks to my coach, Sven Grunenveld, for all the support and all the great friend and coach that you've been with me. Thank you very much. And also my friend Jose, who came from Miami, and my friends Mary Jo and Ransom Griffin, who I stayed with them for 8 years here in the Amelia Island Plantation, so kind of like a family for me. And all my support people here who came and watched me play. Thank you, and I hope to see you next year to defend my title again. I love you. See you next year.
And we love you too, Arantxa. Believe me. On behalf of Capital Sports and Bausch & Lomb and Amelia Island, I'd like to present to you this Waterford Trophy, symbolic of the Bausch & Lomb Championships. You're a great champion. Congratulations.
Really is a great champion, and that was a terrific speech from Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, 6-1, 6-4 winner over Gabriela Sabatini. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you do us one major favor? We're going to come up with our doubles finalists. And I'd love to have every one of you stay here and watch these ladies perform. It's a spectacular event, and they deserve all the attention and the applause they can get. Thank you.
All right.